I think a lot of companies that have had really good long-term success, I think like historically Apple has done an incredible job at this, is that they measure success in larger chunks, or they measure success in, I mean, obviously they have quarterly reports. They have these things that affect their shareholders and whatever it is, but there isn't this feeling of urgency that they need to perform every quarter because they've created this atmosphere about, hey, we're waiting for the next big thing from them, and
Hmm.
we're going to see what's going to come out, right? I think a couple other companies have done that really well, but getting away from that like really short-term goal structure 100% I think is fundamentally wrong. Fundamentally not wrong, but inefficient or
Hmm.
ineffective.
Sure.
I will say I agree with you on sort of like the team goal setting. But I think you can have success with individual goals, but you have to be very, very meticulous with how you set them up. Like just what you described, I'd say 80-90% of goals are counterproductive because they're
Yeah.
framed in the wrong way. It's like, oh, I want this thing. Namely, let's say take the million YouTube subscriber or something. Like, I want this thing, but I'm not going to hit it right in XYZ amount of time because I have very little control directly over my subscriber count. Like, yes, there are
Hmm.
things I can do, but the things that I do are loosely correlated, and I don't have a whole lot of control over achieving that thing. On the other hand, I think if you're setting goals where you have a lot of control over them, it's like, okay, well, on my team, I'm gonna uh, do XYZ every day. I'm gonna try and do code review with my peers. I'm gonna do XYZ to contribute to the learning of my group. I think those can be really constructive, and you also every individual has complete control over them. To that point, I think people should create their own goals. Like 100% right. You creating goals for an individual, I think, is so fundamentally flawed.
Yeah.
And it goes against the philosophy you just described, right? Is that you're trying to match the specific experience of each individual to their work, right? Or to
Yeah.
to to
To
make it
to
as
the
enjoyable as
outcomes.
possible,
Yeah.
right?